Today I'm gonna do a journal review on We Wear Many Hats Line Journal and Planner by Melanie Belser. You might think this is just a regular planner, but here we go. Here are the different months. It gives you a whole little calendar too. You get a vision board that you can look back on whenever you open the book, actually, the journal. Whenever you open it, you can look at your gratitude and mindness, compassion, way to serve others, spiritual goals. And even though there is a calendar here, you can use this planner pretty much at any time, because most of these pages you can write your own dates. And most of the time when we get planners, we might think to ourselves, oh, we're gonna definitely use this, and we forget to use it maybe that year. So it's a good way to continue and recycle, because we don't want to continuously have to buy different planners just because maybe we forgot to write down things on that planner, that 2024 planner, which is coming to an end, and we're stressing out because we don't want to spend that much money on continuously buying ones that we aren't going to use. And here you can write about birthdays to remember, which many planners aren't going to have that. Here's a blank canvas to probably, write whatever you want. Maybe draw something, little reminders, little birthday present ideas. Here it's for January, and here you can literally write your own date. You can write your own notes. You get this whole blank canvas to write things that you might need to remember for January or throughout the month. You might set little reminders or little things that you learned throughout the month. You get a whole to-do list with a lot of little tabs to write on. Weekly agenda. You get a lot of these for each week. And here you can write the date yourself. And here, for you that have like businesses or whatever it is, when you're trying to get exemptions for taxes or anything like that, you can literally use all of these just to save money and get something deducted from those taxes, which not all planners are gonna have. Same for February. You get a bunch of space to write something. You can also write your own dates. Even if you don't use it one Tuesday, the next following Tuesday, you can write something if you need the space. You get notes, another blank canvas, a whole long to-do list, more weekly agendas, another monthly expense tracker. It's just very helpful. Even if you don't think so, once you get this, you'll notice that it's not just a regular planner. It's a way to keep expense tracking, especially for us, those that need budget. Like, you need a budget. Like, let's say you start in January and you start learning what you're spending money on. You're going to be like, oh my goodness, I don't need this, or I don't need that. I need to start spending more money on this. I need to start saving more money on that. This is very helpful. And here you can literally be like, save blah 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 money for the month of June, because when it comes to that month of the holidays, whether it's Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's, you're gonna need that extra money to get food, to buy presents for those birthdays too. And it's just very helpful. It's just not your regular planner, and I highly recommend this because you get lots of writing space. You get each month, you can write your own date. It's just very helpful. And at the beginning, you talk about gratitude. It's just not your regular planner, like I said. And here, December, lots of us are gonna have lots of things to do in December. You're probably gonna use all this up. Weekly agendas. Even if you aren't using this for like a to-do list, like a second to-do list, you can use this as a way to gratitude, to strengthen to strengthen just your skills, just little goals, habit trackers, like how much you pray. Even if you aren't religious, you can either leave that blank or you can write something else right there the amount of water you're drinking, hours of sleep, step counting, fast. Lots of us want to know that step count. Mobility exercises, lots of us forget. Reading, studying. We all need to continue learning. We need to be lifelong learners. Meditating, grams of protein, especially for those people that go to the gym and are trying to get those muscles, those gains. We're going to need to know how many proteins we're intaking. Journaling, calorie intake. Again, for those, not even if you go to the gym, protein helps your body restore. It helps you be more healthy. Same with that calorie intake, that sunlight and vitamin D, that vegetable intake. Lots of us might struggle with that. Personally, I love my vegetables and fruit, but if you don't, you should probably look out for things that you might like, and you should keep track of it, even if it's a small portion. Practicing gratitude. Lots of us have many negative thoughts, many like a negative mindset. This is a way to push us to be better. Lots of us are also addicted to our cell phones, especially like the younger generation, like Gen Z. Lots of us might be addicted to this phone, and we need to take little mini breaks, whether that is to journal, meditate, study, fast, step count, whatever it is. Sugar intake, personal goals, daily reflection, my mood at work, my mood at home. Even if you don't have work, you can probably scratch this out and be like mood at school. Community service. We all need to help those around us and do our good deeds. Decluttering. At home, you might have a mess. Some of us don't like doing laundry. This is a good way to keep track of that and to hold yourself accountable, especially in moments where, because lots of us, if we don't have a plan or a way to remind ourselves, things like that, we're gonna forget to do many of these things on this list. So you can't really blame anybody else because you're the one keeping track, and then you can hold yourself accountable. This is a good moment for self-reflection too. Emergency savings, like I said, we're gonna need money in case of any situation. Emergency, there's just a lot here. And here you can have a whole contact list for those phone numbers. If we lose some of us sometimes break our phones, lose our phones, wet our phones, things like that, and it'll ruin our phone and we lose all those important contacts. Here you can keep note of all that, and you have a lot of pages, just like in Legacy, the postal records dash between your life. You get a lot of contact space, which you might not realize how important it is until you're in an emergency. And like I said, I'll continue to recommend all these journals by Melanie Belser.